MMA Pros Picks is sponsored by the MadLabMMA.com. Full breakdowns, DFS, wagers, projections, podcasts, and live streams for every single card. Use the promo code MADLYNCH for 40% off your first month.
Chris Weidman. Like, he's going to get in there, get his double leg, and finish it on the ground.
I go Weidman all day.
Oh, this one is very good. I'm going to go with Chris Weidman because of his background of wrestling, you know. And he has a pretty good stand-up. He just needs to take care of the hands and the kicks of Uriah. But I think the background of wrestling, if he can bring him to the ground and grind him, and then maybe submit him, I'm gonna go with Chris by submission.
Oh, I'm going with the wrestler. Weidman. I think he just puts him on his back over and over and over. He's not going to take a lot of chances on the feet.
I don't know. I guess I would guess Chris Weidman just because, you know, he's got such good grappling, but he's got to get a hold of him first. And I know Uriah Hall lately has been really working on opening up a little bit and being a little more dangerous with his strikes. I think as long as he maybe starts a little bit earlier with his, like, a basic jab cross and save some of the kicking for later and the more dynamic moves, he might be able to keep that distance. But that one I'd go maybe probably 60-40 Weidman just because I think he'd be able to get a hold of him.
Chris Weidman. I don't think that Uriah Hall has gotten back to I don't think that he's advanced enough to beat Chris. I could see him knocking him out with something spinning, but that's about it. If it goes to decision or any type of finish other than a knockout, I'm going to take Chris Weidman.
Yeah, big Chris Weidman fan. So he started actually training a lot. He moved to the Carolinas, so he trains at Jimmo a lot. Definitely picking Chris, not just because of that, but because I see him working all the time and just really don't see how, you know, anywhere it plays out. He knocked him out the first time, but then I really think in the grappling he's got such a huge advantage. So definitely picking him.
Uriah Hall all day. Like, as much as it is, it depends. If Uriah shows up, man, this is the Battle of New York. Uriah has to show up. If he comes out there and it comes to play and comes to fight, and when he goes into that dark spot, it's going to define him. Is it going to take over him, or is he going to go out there and fight it and then go through there? But I think he finishes Weidman.
I think if they would have fought, they fought before, right? They fought for Ring of Combat. Yeah. I think Uriah Hall is kind of in his prime now. Weidman didn't look as good as he usually looks in his last fight, so I think Hall is going to take the edge for this one.
I'll go Hall. He's a fellow Jamaican, so I'll pick Uriah Hall. And I like his striking, so I'll go Hall.
As good as Uriah Hall's striking is, I do think Chris Weidman's wrestling will trump that, and he's got such a good ground game as well. And, you know, he had a really good showing against Akhmedov, so I think Chris Weidman will take that.
Good call. I think I got to go with Uriah. He just, again, very stylistically, I like the way he moves. I like his strategies, and I think he's still got a lot of room left for improvement. So I think we'll see some big changes and big movements out of him.
I'll go with Weidman for that one.
Woo! I love Weidman. I'm always pulling for him. I couldn't imagine a world in which he loses. This would be like 6 out of his last 7. I couldn't imagine a world like that, so I'm going Weidman.
Chris Weidman. Yeah, decision. I think he's just going to take him down, hold him.
It's always hard to say with Uriah Hall. You know, I mean, sometimes I think that sometimes you can see him kind of he can get in the zone in a fight, but it's like the fight has to be slow enough for him, right? Like he has to slowly kind of take over, and then he starts feeling comfortable. I'm gonna go ahead and go with Uriah Hall. I think if he comes out there and he's focused, he can do his thing, and he can probably get a really nice finish, right? Especially if he can negate the wrestling.
Weidman and Uriah Hall. Man, I don't know. I don't think any of the guys are in their best moment right now. So, I don't know. I'm going to go with Weidman just because he was a champ. He's a tough guy, always has been a tough guy. And I don't know. I think he has the more solid game. I'm going to go with him, but just because he was a champ.
that original flow. Head kicks with the pros, picks at the fights or anything in the mix. Getting closer to the heart of the flame, bringing conversations with heavy hitting names. You feel the love of the game.